Once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida, but those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the move, it's Osha. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida, Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Blade. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the point after is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Blade. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown cage. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Just work something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gets it past the marker. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball. And they have it at the 46.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions all. In this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender, and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Tuggle. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Berry. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Johnson looking to throw. Right on the money. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You got to love this guy's speed, and obviously throughout his football career, it's paid dividends for him, but this ain't high school anymore. You just can't outrun everybody like you used to back on Friday nights. This defense is fast. They were able to get him outside of the pocket, chase him down, bring him to the ground for a huge loss.
The play fake. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Canes send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, That is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Finds a tight end down the gut. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal. The offense changing the play. Headed outside for the line. It's Ocha. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Lofton.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Back has it. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Sperry. He's going to let it go. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He's got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To the ground, he's got it again. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the air. It's Sperry. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Jacobs. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the left side. Picks up the first down, still moving. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for him. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the head that forced that incompletion.
Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's in open space downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Their speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Pringle. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got him. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll send out the kicker here. And for the 2nd time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. that one will leave a mark. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's not afraid to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. You're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Akron is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 22 over Bowling Green. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Caves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit concerned.
Touchdown, Caves! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Now improvising. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.